Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Noah Shaw, or Fordsixfo. Today I got a pretty interesting video for you. We are in Myrtle Beach International Airport flying to Orlando, Florida. We're going to be buying back my old 6.4, my first build ever. So let's go ahead, get on the flight, get headed to Orlando, and check it out. And we are hopping on our first flight to Charlotte, then the connecting flight to Orlando, Florida. So let's get on the plane. Just landed in Charlotte, North Carolina. Gonna head over to Orlando, Florida on our next flight. I'll see y'all at the terminal. And we're about to get on the final plane. I'm so excited to be able to finally buy my old truck back. Let's get it done. We just arrived in Orlando, Florida. Gonna go ahead and get outside, get picked up in an Illuma Duty, and head an hour south to Sebring to pick up the 6.4 and check it out. We're gonna go ahead and get picked up in an Illuma Duty, head an hour south to Sebring and check out the 6.4, make sure everything's good with it, and take it home. Just got outside, gonna go ahead and get picked up and get on the road. Alright guys, we just got to the truck. I'm super excited. It's just like I remembered it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Bodyguard bumpers, custom headlights. Let's go and turn it on. Non-VGT turbo, single turbo swap, fast fuel pump. Ton of work done to this truck. Let's go take it for a ride. Just finished test driving the truck for about 20 minutes. It drove amazing. It does need a little bit of work. Front end needs to be tightened up a little bit, and underneath is really dirty. I plan on putting a vinyl wrap on the truck and doing all the maintenance that needs to be done, and taillight lens is missing. I'll have those redone. But all the powder coat, the exhaust tip, and everything just needs to be cleaned up. Sounds amazing. And once I put some forged wheels on it, it's gonna look super good. I can't wait to start this build again and keep this truck. I'm super excited to be able to be getting the truck back and start the build again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on the road and get headed back to Florence, South Carolina, and see how this thing does. So see y'all then. test drive on the Hellcat, put it in sport mode, pushing about 707 horsepower. About to go ahead and hit the road. I'm gonna get the truck filled up all the way with diesel. I noticed the mirror lenses are missing and the taillights are gonna need to be fixed, and I think I'm gonna wrap the whole truck and get all the underneath degreased and everything fixed up once we get back to HBS Motorsports. I'm gonna go ahead, get the truck all filled up. Gonna go ahead and get the truck all filled up, start this road trip off. Update for y'all on the road. Truck is driving amazing, it's super smooth. Brakes are little update for y'all on the road. Truck is super smooth, the brakes are amazing. It's got the power stop brake kit. Truck sounds amazing too. Temperatures are staying in line perfectly. That says 166 on the trans temp. I got the bulletproof diesel oil cooler relocationed up front, so my oil's staying low and the coolant's in line with it. Fuel pressure up top is perfect. We are getting South Carolina. Taking our first exit of the trip. Truck's performing amazing, super smooth. Glad to have it back. Barely getting out of Orlando, and I've already hit a ton of traffic. Gonna make the trip a lot longer, but hopefully it clears out soon and we can make it there faster. Well, I guess we're going to Disney World. Gotta go through a toll. Truck's getting about 15.3 miles per gallon, pretty good for the wheel and tire setup it's on. But I plan on changing it to some forged wheels, maybe get a little bit more stance on there once we get back. All the interior is still in really good shape. Double diamond leather all the way around. Road wire leather seats. But let's get back on the road. Just passing over Lake Jessup. Making our way there. About 6 hours away from Florence, South Carolina. We are passing over St. Johns River. Still got a lot of traffic. We're making it there though. And we just made it to Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm gonna go ahead and get stopped at Buc-ee's, get some fuel, and get back on the road. But let's check out the truck here at the gas station. And we're pulling up to the same Buc-ee's where we had the Daytona truck meet, and I have the Indy level right there. Pretty cool, super huge gas station. So let's go ahead, get filled up with some diesel, and get back on the road. Gonna get some of that good Buc-ee's diesel. This will be enough for the whole rest of the road trip home. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and get some food and drinks for the rest of the ride. Truck is extremely dirty underneath. I'm gonna have to degrease everything, give it a really good clean. And you can see how dirty they got it. It's disgusting, but we'll clean up very well. I mean, the truck has some paint chips. It was a farm truck back then, hence the plates being farm truck plates. But I plan on giving it a full vinyl wrap, changing the wheels and tires to forged wheels, get that TSO tip cleaned up because that's one of my favorite sponsors. Get all the powder underneath cleaned up. The exhaust is actually all powder coated too. It just needs a really, really deep and detailed clean. Get the horn blasters kit cleaned back up. Replace the mirror lens. And this will be a really stout truck. I mean, it was one of my favorite builds. There's so much that went into it. all Mishimoto radiator, intercooler, fuel cooler relocation, bulletproof diesel, half oil cooler relocation, all piping, single turbo, BorgWarner swap, up pipes, dual stabilizers. There's a ton that goes to it. And we are exactly 5 hours away, just left the Buc-ee's. Got a little bit more trip left for us, and then we're there. Got some snacks from Buc-ee's, and I'm going to see what the hype is all around the Bang energy drink. I've never tried one before. Sitting on the custom center console, back on the road. We are just leaving the outside of Jacksonville, Florida, going over the huge bridge. 6'4" is going to do a little climb. It's been performing amazing. Fuel pressure staying in line. Everything's perfect. The engine oil and coolant are staying around 190 degrees from that bulletproof diesel half kit. Keeps it super cold. Probably my favorite part of the drive. Had to take the limo over this huge bridge last time too. It was crazy. It's definitely a good experience driving far to different places you've never been to before and seeing all this stuff. And I'm thankful for each one of y'all that support me, that have made me be able to get to where I am, to rebuy this truck and still have my other vehicles, through continuous support from you all and my fans and helping me out, purchasing my merch, using my discount codes for stuff like the exhaust tips and products. It helps me a lot, and I look forward to showing y'all more of this truck, maybe get it wrapped and do some different things to it and restore it to its full potential that it deserves to be at. But it's definitely going to be a fun project. I'll give y'all an update once I got something on the road. And we are just about to pass outside of Florida, getting closer and closer to our destination. Getting a little bit later into the night. I still have 2.5 hours left on my trip. You can see how much better the pillar gauges line up. And my custom gauge for the trans temp I put in my AC vent. Everything's panning out perfect. I'm gonna make it back to the dealership, give y'all some more walk arounds in the morning probably, and some posts for this truck coming on Instagram soon. Make sure to stay tuned on my Instagram and TikTok. Same at Fordsixfo for more content on this truck and the build on it, and fixing all the problems that were created on it or worn down over time, and just making it even better than it already was. There's a ton of money invested in it, and I'm very excited to see where it'll go. But I'm gonna end up wrapping up this trip, and I'll get back to y'all shortly. There's a huge fire on the highway right now. That's what the fire department was going to. It's crazy. Get there at about 1 in the morning. It's been a long day. Been up all yesterday too. I'm not sure what happened yet, but it looks pretty crazy. Get all the trucks out, set up cones to get around everything. Generators running. Pulling up to the scene. A whole 18-wheeler and tractor burned down. They got the hoses pumped inside of it, water going everywhere. Check that out. Full 18-wheeler is all crumpled up and gone through. We're finally out of the whole traffic jam mess and back on the road. That's crazy. The guy's okay though. But let's go ahead and wrap this trip up. Truck sounds amazing, drives amazing. It's got the fog light LEDs from Kodiak. It's also got some light bars, 2 light bars to light up the road like crazy. Don't want to get pulled over for that though. Finally made it home. The trip 6'4" did amazing. I'm going to go ahead and update y'all in the morning, so I'll see y'all then. Coming back at y'all the following morning. Now that it's daytime out, we're going to go ahead and look over the 6'4", and I'm going to give y'all all the build specs on the truck. As far as cosmetics, the wheels and tires I had on before were swapped out. I'm going to go ahead and put some forged wheels on in the near future. It's got full bodyguard replacement bumpers, front and rear, with Kodiak light bars and pods, paint matched headlights with pods in the bottom and a flag in the center, powder coated wiper blades. The mirrors have smoked LEDs on the side. Got power stop brakes and rotors. Just a leveling kit. The truck's super filthy right now. The fast fuel system with the Longhorn fab mount. The taillight lens has fallen off. Another one has moisture in it, so I need to get new ones made for that. But I mean, you can see the bodyguard bumper too. It has rear pods, rear paint matched emblem. I got all my decals on the back of the truck, and a TSO exhaust tip that needs to be cleaned really bad too. But let's go ahead and go into the interior. I still haven't cleaned any of the interior yet, and it's actually in really good shape. I got my custom center console with the Bullet logo in the middle, all double diamond stitch road wire interior, ISIS Pro gauges, and a custom radio up front. I wrapped all the plastic pieces in the trim. Rear seats as well are double diamond stitched, and you can see how far back that center console comes. It takes up a lot of space, but it looks really nice and makes a good armrest. I also had some custom one-off emblems made specifically for me. No one else has that design. Let's go ahead, pop the hood. I'll go over some specs on the engine. Starting off, I switched over the compounds for a single turbo BorgWarner 363 right now. It's a little bit smaller of a turbo, but it gets the job done really good, spools up amazing. I got up pipes without the EGR provisions, no limit cold air intake, all intercooler piping, regulated fuel bowl return, sinister diesel coolant tank caps, and then the Mishimoto intercooler, Mishimoto radiator, Mishimoto upper support, bulletproof diesel half oil cooler relocation kit. Then you can see the fuel cooler relocation kit too. I TIG welded to my intercooler. Then starting from the base of the block, I had fly cut ceramic coated pistons from Kill Devil Diesel Stage 2 O-ringed heads. They're push rods. I did ARP studs, industrial injection 30% over injectors. There's a lot that went into this truck. I'm sure I'm missing some, but I have a full build sheet on my page. You can see that half oil cooler kit up front really keeps the deltas down on my oil. My oil will run around 180 to 190 degrees instead of the regular 200 to 210 or so. And then the filter is relocated to underneath the bottom because I have these big bumpers. Usually it goes sideways, but I had to fab it up going straight up and down back there. And then I have the wiring for my sound system. Oh, it also has an O-Dogs ported intake. And every single piece of the engine bay is powder coated. The valve covers, the rocker boxes. It's a really beautiful setup and I'm really happy with it. Just needs to be cleaned up, but she'll be a great truck. And also underneath I have the PMF drag link and tie rod bar with Moog ends. Well, other than that, on the 6.4, let's go ahead and jump into the any level, get her started up. This truck works amazing for pulling boats, makes it super easy. Gonna go ahead, get the any level all unloaded and hooked up to another boat and head over to HBS Motorsports. We've got a customer today coming to pick up this beautiful Moomba black and blue color combo. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but let's go ahead and get it loaded all up and head it over to the shop. just finished getting the Moomba loaded up on the any level, and that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, please subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, comment, let me know what you thought about it. Other than that, let's take one last look, and that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching.